はい、じゃあお願いします。どんどん順番にやってってください。はい、じゃあお互いに最後終わったら特集して終わりましょうね。はい。はい、どうぞ。
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to share an unforgettable memory from my third year of junior high school about playing soccer. My team was very small soccer club. We didn't even have enough members to field the required 11 players for a match. Still, we kept practicing. In our final tournament, despite being at a disadvantage with fewer players and having to play mostly away games, we managed to win our way to the final. Although we lost in the final match, we finished the tournament as runners-up. This is one of my most unforgettable memories. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today. I would like to share an unforgettable experience I had during a journey on September 7, 2023. Using a special train pass called the 青春18切符, I traveled to the Tohoku region of Japan. During this trip, I visited a place that left a deep and lasting impression on me. On that day, I took the Joban line and stopped in Okuma, a small rural town in Fukushima Prefecture. This town is known for being one of the areas most affected by the Great East Japan earthquake and the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant disaster in 2011. When I arrived at Ono Station, I found myself in a quiet, desolate area. Vast stretches of abandoned farmland surrounded me, with only a few scattered houses standing amidst the overgrowth. Tilted electric poles and collapsed stone walls remained as they were. As I walked through the town, I saw remnants of the past. An empty laundromat, an office building with old magazines like Weekly Shonen Jump and canned drinks with expiration dates from over a decade ago. It was as if time had stopped in 2011. After exploring the old town, I took a bus to the new city center. This area had been rebuilt near the town hall and was in stark contrast to the desolation I had just witnessed. The new city was vibrant and full of life, with modern buildings, supermarkets, restaurants, and housing complexes for Tokyo Denryoku employees. This trip made me deeply aware of the immense impact that the nuclear disaster had on the town and its people. At the same time, seeing people going about their daily lives and the town's efforts to rebuild gave me a sense of hope and resilience. Thank you for listening to my story.
Good morning everyone. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about something that I find quite inconvenient: buses. Every morning I take the bus to university. Unfortunately, the bus doesn't always come on time, and sometimes I miss it at the last minute. This creates a lot of stress and makes my morning more difficult. I often find myself rushing, which affects the start of my day. For this reason, I consider the bus an inconvenience in my daily life. However, over time, I've started to view this inconvenience from a different different perspective. Instead of seeing the unpredictability of the past as something purely negative, I've realized that it can offer me opportunities for personal growth. For instance, when I miss the bus or when it's late, I'm forced to slow down and wait. In these moments, I've started to use the time more effectively. I listen to podcasts, read articles, or reflect on the day ahead. These small pockets of time that were once frustrating have now become opportunities for learning and self-reflecting. I've learned that inconvenience, while disruptive at first, can be a chance for growth. By embracing the unpredictability of my past life, I've found ways to turn these frustrating moments into valuable experiences. In a way, the past, which once seemed like a daily obstacle, has become a tool for my personal development. So even though the past may still be inconvenient at times, I now see it as an opportunity to improve myself. Sometimes our most inconvenient moment can lead to the most unexpected chances for growth. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone. Do you have a day you will never forget? For me, that day was during my high school cultural festival. The festival was a big challenge for me, but it also gave me a great feeling of accomplishment. Today, I want to share that story with you. This happened during the coronavirus pandemic, when it was unclear if we could hold the festival. For students, the festival was a very important event, and we didn't want to lose it. So we formed a group and talked to the teacher to ask for their support. It was a risky move, but our passion convinced the teacher, and they allowed us to hold the festival. However, there was strict condition. We had to limit the number of participants and create a system to reduce crowding. We worked day and night to develop this system. Using QR codes, we made a way to check the number of people at each event and the crowd level on each floor in real time. It was very difficult because we didn't have much experience with programming. But step by step, we solved the programs and learned the importance of teamwork. The process took a lot of time and effort, but on the day of the festival, everything went smoothly. I felt so happy and proud. Seeing the smile and hearing the thanks from the visitor made all the hard work worth it. This is my most unforgettable memory from high school. This experience taught me the value of teamwork and creativity. This lesson will stay with me for the rest of my life. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone. What's the day you never forget? For me, that day was in mid-July 2019 during the Kanaga Prefectural qualifiers for the National Junior High School Swimming Competition. Today, I'd like to share that unforgettable moment with you. I participated in the medley relay with my teammates, aiming to qualify for the Kanto Regional competition. However, my journey to that day wasn't easy. When I was in my second year of junior high school, my time kept getting slower and slower, and I began to think about quitting swimming. But what kept me going was my team, and in particular, one of my friends who was a top-level swimmer in Japan. Their determination and support inspired me to keep pushing forward. On the day of the competition, I swam my personal best time in the relay for the first time in a long while. When we found out that we had qualified for the Kanto regional competition, I was overcome with joy and tears started streaming down my face. It's a moment I'll never forget, a moment that taught me the value of perseverance and the strength of teamwork. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today I would like to share my experience with you. An unforgettable event for me was performing as a member of an orchestra in Berlin, Germany on March 17, 2024. The Waseda University Symphony Orchestra, which I belong to, holds overseas concerts every 3 years. And 2024 was the year when the overseas tour resumed after being interrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. As a cellist in the orchestra, I visited Germany and Austria, and that day marked the final performance of a 3-week-long tour. On the last day of the tour, I felt deeply emotional knowing that it was coming to an end. The final concert, held at the Berlin Philharmonic Hall and lasting about 2 hours, was met with enthusiastic applause and cheers from the local audience, giving me an immense sense of accomplishment. This overseas tour, which had been suspended due to the pandemic, began with equal parts excitement and anxiety. However, we successfully completed 9 performances across Germany and Austria, making it an experience that will remain a lifelong memory. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. Now I'm going to talk about one of my memory days. What kind of high school life have you had? Good old days. I graduated 2 years ago. My high school life was quite dull because of the pandemic. As mentioned in the previous talk, Corona has had a great impact on us. It wasn't until my 3rd year that I had my first real school festival experience. When I was in the 3rd year of high school, my class decided to perform the musical Elizabeth. But there was one problem. We didn't have anyone to lead the project. It had to study for the exam to get into college, but who will help? No one volunteered, and I completely understood why. At first, I had no intention of taking charge, but as the awkward silence grew in the room, I found myself raising my hand impulsively. From the very next day, a lot of work came to me. We had to cut the 2.5-hour script down to 50 minutes. To ensure the audience could follow the story, I revised it many times, shortening scenes and adjusting dialogues. I also asked my Japanese teacher for advice. We also held auditions, planned to make big tours, clothes, and so on. I worked closely with everyone in the class, figuring out how to be efficient. Even during the summer vacation, we spent half of it at school, practicing and preparing until 6 p.m. Finally, the big day arrived. I watched the performance from behind the scenes while directing the crew. There were a few mistakes, but we pulled through. In the end, my class won the top prize. It became the best memory of my high school life. Through this experience, I learned 2 important things. First, with determination, you can accomplish anything. Second, I discovered the joy of creating something from scratch. That's why I'm now studying literature at Waseda University. This event had a significant impact on who I am today. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm Kantaro Wiki. Today I'd like to talk about attraction of PC game. So my hobby is PC game, computer games. So whenever I'm at home, I always play PC games. I don't think there are many people who say gaming is their hobby, but I don't think there are many people who never play game at all. I would be happy if I could convey the good points of PC games, because PC game is still minor. Unlike smartphone games, PC games, game software is often paid for, and computer itself is so expensive. However, for these reasons, there are experiences that can only be had with PC. The biggest attraction of PC games is combination of quality and comfort. The higher performance of the computer or is the game to be played at a higher quality. This is the obvious attractions. But computer games is initial cost of computer games is higher than other games like Nintendo Switch or smartphone games. Other attraction of computer games includes the ability to do heavy processing, so you can play against many players. For example, my favorite games, Battlefield series, total 124 players in the same match. Yeah, this is only computer games. This can't count in the smartphone. There is no category that can compete with the computer games in terms of smoothness of images or and the number of game software. Even smartphone games often derived from popular PC games, and it is possible to play through all the function on a PC. In these ways, PC games offers you the wonderful game experience. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone. So today I want to tell you about the Christmas memory that I'll never forget. It's one of those stories that just sticks with you. Last year, my friends from our club decided to throw a home party for Christmas. We rented this super cozy space, ordered way too much pizza, and spent the night rowing and watching M1 Grand Prix on TV. It was such a good vibe. But then something kind of weird happened. Two of our seniors had volunteered to go out and grab some mulled wine, but they were gone for 5 hours. We started joking like, what if they were on a secret date or something? Everyone was cracking up. not taking it seriously, but we were all a little curious. Finally, they came back. They looked kind of sheepish, and one of them said, "Sorry guys, we stumbled on this Christmas market, and it looked so fun, we couldn't help ourselves." Of course, we teased them about it, but they brought back this amazing mulled wine, so we decided to let it slide. We poured the wine into cups, and firstly, it made the night even better. We toasted to Christmas, shared some funny stories, and just soaked in the warm, festive vibes. At that time, we didn't think much of it, but plot twist, a week later, those two seniors announced they were officially a couple. Since then, our club has this funny little rumor. Any pair who goes out to buy mulled wine will come back as a couple. And here's the kicker. This year, those two aren't coming to our Christmas party. Why? They are going on their own romantic Christmas date instead. It's kind of sweet when you think about it, a little Christmas magic at club. So yeah, that's my story. It's a memory that always makes me smile, and it reminds me that sometimes love shows up in the most unexpected ways. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to share with you a memory when I was a junior high school student. It's a story about small moments that taught me a big lesson about communication and connection. When I was young, I had a chance to travel Australia with my family. It was exciting experience, and it was my first visiting a foreign country. Everything felt new, the sight, the sound, and the food, and especially language. One afternoon, while I was at the local park with my family, a boy around my age approached me. He smiled and said something in English. At the moment, I froze, because my English skills were limited to what I had learned in school, and I could not understand what he was saying. I tried to respond, but the word would not come out. Instead, I just stand. I felt awkward and silent. After a while, the boy gave me a small wave and walked away. I remember feeling a mix of emotion, embarrassment, and frustration, and regret. I wanted to talk to him, to ask his name, to share even a small part of my story. But the language barrier felt like a very high wall. Looking back, I realized that the boy was not trying to test my English skill. He was simply trying to connect, to make a moment of friendship. And why I could not speak then, the experience motivated me to improve my English. It made me understand the importance of language as a bridge to understanding others. Now, whenever I see someone struggling to communication in foreign language, I remember the moment in Australia. It reminded me to be patient, to be kind, to look beyond the words, because sometimes a smile or a gesture can say more than any sentence ever could. Thank you for listening.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hiyoma Takada. I'm senior at university. I have successfully submitted my graduation thesis, and since my graduation is not yet confirmed, I hope to pass this class and finally graduate. So today I'd like to share a story about the most challenging referring experience during my 4 years at university. During my time at university, I served as the president of a political club. This club focuses on debates, internship with member of parliament, organizing lecture featuring prominent figures from the political, business, and public sectors. One of the most memorable challenges I faced was our recruitment activities, particularly my role as a president. Before I was elected president, the club primarily consists of male humanities students, with about 80% falling into these categories. The image of politics as something for humanities students or men was deeply ingrained. I wanted to change this perception and create an environment where people with diverse perspectives could come together. My goal was to increase the representation of women and science students within the club. To achieve this, I appointed women and science students who were in the minority as leaders for key recruitment activities. However, this decision faced strong resistance from the majority of members. Not only did they refuse to cooperate at first, but there was even a motion of no confidence raised against me as president. I took a patient, persistent approach, explaining the importance of this initiative to the majority group and emphasize how diversity could strengthen our activities and enrich our club future. Gradually, I earned their understanding and support. Ultimately, we successfully created a team where people with different backgrounds could work together toward common goals. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. A leader must be flexible in resolving conflicts, work tirelessly to build trust, and navigate difficult discussion while maintain harmony within the team. I learned that leadership is not about imposing authority, but about guiding and inspiring others to achieve shared success. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Yuji Okamoto, and today I would like to talk about my favorite hobby, baseball. I have been playing baseball since I was 8 years old, and it has been an important part of my life ever since. I started playing baseball when I was in the 3rd grade of elementary school. So I loved being active, so joining a baseball team seemed like a perfect choice for me. Since then, I have continued playing baseball because it brings me so much joy. Even after entering university, I kept playing baseball in a club until last year. One of the most memorable moments was when my team placed 3rd in the Kanto region. It was a great achievement, and I am proud of what we accomplished together. Playing baseball has given me more than just physical skills. It allows me to connect with my different people, from teammates to coaches and even opponents. Moreover, it taught me the importance of respect and discipline, which I am truly grateful. In conclusion, baseball has been a huge part of my life and has shaped who I am today. It has given me unforgettable memories, valuable lessons, and lifelong friendships. I am truly grateful for the opportunity to play baseball. Thank you for listening.
はい、
I hope all of you can also find a hobby that brings as much happiness and growth as baseball has brought me. Thank you for listening.